Hi guys, I just arrived in the Philippines from Canada a few days ago. It's now my second day at the hotel quarantine facility. This video talks about my experiences and the travel requirements I needed to prepare for my arrival in the Philippines as a non-OFW coming from a yellow list country like Canada.
So tara, samahan niyo ako. Disclaimer lang na hindi ako expert. So if you want to correct me or add anything that might be helpful, let me know in the comments. First of all, a little something about me. I'm a student in the Philippines and also a permanent resident in Canada. So meron akong PR card which to my knowledge puts me in the non-OFW category. So you have to shoulder all of the expenses if you're planning to go home, from the plane tickets to the swab test and the quarantine hotel. So for the pre-departure preparations, which means yung mga gagawin mo bago yung flight mo. So first, you will need plane ticket. I got mine from Flight Hub. And what you have to do is take note of the countries where you will have your stopover or connecting flight. And then step 2 would be to research the travel restrictions, requirements, and rules of each country that you will be connecting from. For me, my route was Edmonton, Vancouver, Seoul, Korea, and then Manila. So in Korea, they have this rule that if transit passenger ka lang, meaning nag-stop over, may connecting flight ka lang doon, you don't need to present a pre-departure swab test. So before ako umalis ng Canada, hindi na ako nagpa-swab test kasi hindi naman required sa Korea and sa Philippines. So after booking your plane ticket and then researching requirements for the countries you will be transiting at, you can book your quarantine hotel.
For me, I booked my hotel 2 days before my flight just to make sure na walang flight cancellations. Kasi 3 times na akong nag-rebook ng aking ticket because of the flight cancellations. So, less hassle na din. Kasi you don't need to cancel your hotel booking if ever na-cancel man yung flight nyo. And then, may additional expenses din kasi pag nagka-cancel ka last minute.
Kasi walang cancellation fees and all. So, for the quarantine hotel, you have to know which list the country you're departing from belongs to and consider also your vaccination status. So, yung Canada, it's in the yellow list. So, travels coming from the yellow list must book the hotel for 5 nights and 6 days, with 1 day being your arrival date in the Philippines. That is if you are fully vaccinated. But if you are partially or not vaccinated at all, mas mahaba yung quarantine period mo. The question is, do you need a pre-departure COVID test? Or in other words, kailangan mo ba magpa-swab test before your flight to present to Philippine airports? And my answer is it depends. Say the Philippines isn't requiring arriving passengers to present a negative RT-PCR swab test. And then sa pinagstopan ko na country, yung transit country ko na South Korea, hindi din nila ni-require yung swab test. So hindi ako nagpa-swab test before my flight. Hindi rin naman nila hinanap sa NAIA or sa kahit na anong airport na pinag-transitan ko. Then this part, fifth part, is for all arriving passengers regardless of country of origin, vaccination status, or if you are a foreigner or not. Ang pinaka-importante dito ay yung One Health Pass. So you have to fill up the form within 24 hours before departure. I will leave the link down below in the description box. So, etong One Health Pass na to, kailangan nyong gawin. Kasi yun yung hinahanap ng lahat ng airlines na pagsasakyan mo. Sa boarding gate, they will check kung may One Health Pass ka.
After filling out the form, you must take a screenshot of the QR code and save it to your phone para yun yung ipapakita mo sa boarding gates.
So, share ko lang na dito kami natagalan sa mga boarding gates, na delay yung mga flight ko, yung departure time nila. Kasi lahat ng passengers, they have to check kung may One Health Pass sila or kung kompleto yung mga documents nila. May mga matatanda doon na nakasabay ko na wala silang One Health Pass. They had to do the One Health Pass before boarding. Since matatanda sila, hindi naman sila ganon kateki, no? So, if may mga magulang kayo na uuwi ng Pilipinas, please, tulungan nyo sila at gawan nyo sila ng One Health Pass para hindi magka-problema. Kasi minsan hindi na din nila pinapasakay kasi kulang nga sa requirements. After the One Health Pass, kailangan mo din ng vaccination certificate. Sa Pilipinas ako nagpa-vaccinate ng AstraZeneca. Na-register ko yung record ko sa Vaxcert PH. So, if sa Philippines kayo nagpa-vaccine, specifically sa NCR, try logging in or registering your files dun sa Vaxcert PH.
For those na galing sa Canada, tinatanggap naman nila yung vaccination certificates natin doon. For me, galing akong Edmonton, so yung Alberta COVID record, yung pinakita ko. You also need to download the Trace app, pero in my experience, hindi naman nila hinanap sa NAIA. Pero hahanapin siya sa boarding gate mo. So, i-download mo na lang din para less hassle sa part mo if ever hanapin nila sa'yo.
And huwag mong kalimutan ang face shield. Hindi ka makakapasok ng NAIA hanggat wala kang face shield. So, ayun. Hello, face shield na naman tayo. Okay, after the pre-departure preparations, it's now the day of your departure. My airline was Air Canada from Edmonton to Vancouver, and then Air Canada again from Vancouver to Incheon International Airport, which is in South Korea. And in Vancouver, this is where Air Canada checked the documents for Philippine arrivals. Medyo tumagal dito because naguguluhan din sila sa rules. They had to deny boarding to 2 people because they lacked documents, and our flight was delayed for like 15 to 20 minutes because they had to remove their luggages from the aircraft. So guys, alam na, make sure that you have everything you need. And in Incheon Airport naman, they also check the documents again. Hotel booking, One Health Pass, vaccine card, and then they will also ask you to download the Trace app. Dahil na-delay yung mga departure time ng mga flights, nagkakanda kumahog ka na rin sa connecting flight mo. You have to make sure that you have at least 2 hours of stopover time. Then, during the final flight, they will give you forms to fill up. Affidavit of undertaking, health declaration form, customs form, and arrival card. Make sure na bibigyan nila kayo ng arrival card para hindi na kayo magtagal sa immigration. Kasi pag nasa third part na tayo na arrival, ang tagal-tagal. So paglabas mo pa lang ng plane, tatanungin na nila yung One Health Pass mo, yung QR code. Make sure na nakalabas na yung phone mo or print out mo na. Tapos ipakita mo sa kanila na ginawa mo. And then, proceed to the scanning booth for the QR code na is-scan nila, then they will verify your vaccination status. If non-OFW ka, you will go to gate number 16, then i-check ulit nila hotel booking. If may arranged transportation ka. After that, pupunta ka dun sa cashier kung saan ka nila i-orient kung kailan yung swab test mo sa hotel, and tatanungin ka din nila kung anong mode of payment mo. For me, pinili ko cash. Babayaran ko na lang siya on the day of the swab test itself. Bibigay ko dun sa nag-swab sa akin. The swab test costs 3,000 pesos. So, yellow list countries on the 5th day, with day 1 being your arrival date. So ako, dumating ako ng October 29 ng gabi. And yung 5th day, doon ako isuswab, which is November 2. You can pay via cash, GCash, Paymaya, and pwede ding bank transfer. And then after that, they will instruct you to proceed to the immigration. Dun sa immigration naman, yung sinasabi kong kaninang arrival card, titignan nila and they will also take a picture of you. Then after the immigration, pag na-clear ka na doon, pwede mo nang kunin yung luggages mo na chinek-in mo dun sa carousel. Then after claiming your luggage, pwede ka nang lumabas, pero i-assist ka ng Coast Guard. Hindi ka makakalabas hanggat di nila nako-confirm na sa hotel ka dediretso. Before ka lumabas, to your left and to your right, merong foreign currency exchange booths na pwede mong puntahan para mapalitan yung foreign money mo. So after mo magpapalit, sasalubungin ka ulit ng mga Coast Guard, and then papahintayin ka nila sa loob hanggat naka-arrange ka ng transportation or hanggat nakarating na dun yung susundo sa'yo. You have to ask din kung may transportation service yung hotel na pinagbukan mo, and then arrange for them for you na sunduin ka nila. So ako, I arrange a transportation sa hotel na mismo na pag-check-inan ko. Hinatid niya ako sa Manila Bay branch nila, and I was able to check in at 1:30 a.m. Inorient ako ng receptionist sa front desk, sinabi kong ano yung mga bawal, ano yung dapat kong gawin. Then after that, pinapasok na ako sa kwarto and my quarantine begins. So here is a glimpse of my room. I booked the double room for one person. It's very cozy and neat, and it has the view of the Manila Bay. I hope this video helped you in preparing for your arrival in the Philippines. Lastly, what would you like to talk about next? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye!